Every day of this pandemic seems to bring some new, unwelcome news. Right now, of course, it is the mutation in the virus. London has been shut down. Many countries are just canceling flights out of the UK. So, what is the concern here, and to what extent should we be concerned? Well, any time that you have a new variant of a virus, of course, you have to take many things into account. Is it going to be more transmissible? Is it going to cause more serious illness? Is it going to affect the antibodies that can form in response to the virus so that any vaccine may not work as well? Well, in order to try to get some handle on this, of course, there's a lot of unknowns here. Let's just take a quick look at what messenger RNA vaccines are all about. That spike that you see on the outside of the virus in all of those pictures, those are the so-called spike proteins. That's what the virus uses to enter cells. That is what the vaccines recognize and develop antibodies towards them. The messenger RNA, that is the secret behind the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccines, infiltrates the cell, and in the cell it causes production of the spike protein so that the body can recognize it and form antibodies to it. So what is the spike protein? What happens in the cytoplasm of the cell where these little machines called ribosomes take amino acids, and amino acids are small molecules, and inside the cell, the ribosomes convert these simple amino acids into a long protein chain. How does that happen? Well, happens just like this. So all of a sudden, what we have is the linking together of those small amino acids, and we have a protein chain. And antibodies form in response to this protein that has been synthesized inside the cell. Now, what is a mutation? A mutation is a change in that protein, in one of the amino acids. Now, the spike virus in this COVID virus, the SARS-CoV-2 virus, is about 1,400 amino acids. That's a long chain. And so far, about 17 mutations have been noted. That is, somewhere along this long chain, 17 of these links have changed to a different amino acid. Now the question is, will the antibodies that form in response to the vaccine still work? These proteins are twirled in 3 dimensions. And it is this so-called conformation, the exact 3-dimensional shape, that is important. And it turns out that so far, those changes in the individual amino acids do not occur at the places where there's a twist in the protein, so that the overall shape stays the same, which means that the antibodies probably will recognize it, so that the vaccine probably will work. In terms of transmission, it seems that it is in fact more easily transmitted, but the disease that it causes is not more serious. And that in general is the case. When a virus transmits very easily, it means it replicates easily in the body. It does not want to destroy the host because then it can no longer multiply. So generally, a virus that is more easily transmitted causes fewer serious problems. But that is about all that we know now. At this point, the guess is, and indeed all it is an educated guess, is that the vaccine is still going to work because it would take many, many more mutations along the chain to change the overall 3-dimensional shape of that protein so that the antibodies could not recognize it. That's what we know so far. Of course, what we know today may not be the same as what we know tomorrow because everything with this virus seems to be changing. In any case, that's where we stand now. Have a happy holiday, or at least as happy as can be, and hope that 2021 will be a better year. It could hardly be worse.